We have to be at the motor show because this is where the magic happens. We have really attractive offers, and what we do see since the beginning of the Salon period, beginning of December, is that there's a lot more traffic now with our dealers, but also on our web pages. So yes, we see there's more noise, or there's more buzz, there's more interest, specifically of the private customers, and this is actually why we're here. Also, the cars you see here are cars that you can really touch and feel and purchase. And we see that there is a lot of interest, and I think it's going to be a good motor show. In general, we've been very much orienting ourselves towards inflation. Yeah? So if you have an inflation of 1 to 2%, that's more or less also where we are more or less looking at. So we are always trying to stay accessible for our customers. But that's a trend, as you do know, with financial services that we see in specifically the Anglo-Saxon countries like the US or in the UK, but also in Germany, that on average we already have, let's say, a penetration of around about 60% on lease and private lease. Private lease, which is not so much common in Belgium. I do see a huge potential for it. I would say in the developed countries, if I may say so, Belgium is a bit, I wouldn't say retarded in this respect, but is more focusing still on purchase, which always also has to do with the market and customer preference, that it's, let's say, a more traditional way of what I owe, I want to buy. But I think we see with new generations and new target groups that now come in with not only BMW, but also with many younger people and new target groups, that they are more open. And of course, we do offer a lot of more flexibility to customer with the financial services. We can offer a complete package, including insurance and maintenance, for example. So it's not only that the car gets more accessible by a monthly rate of 200-300 euros, but it's also that you can buy a sorrow-free package from the offer. And I think that's very well received, and we see this indeed increasing. And yes, I do think that also the private are more and more considering to get into electric vehicles. I think we have empiric data that also shows that the battery capacity and the durability, even after 8 years, and you do know that we have the history because we were actually the first to launch a full electric offer with the i3 in the premium segment already 12 years ago, that really showed that the substance and the products really deliver a great, let's say, durability, which allow for a second and a third life cycle. We also see in the used car market, so when our dealers sell our used BMW or Mini vehicles, that there is a good reaction, there is an openness, and there is a lot more going on at the dealerships also with electric used cars than there was a year or 2 years before. Of course, I'm a big M5 fan. I think it's just the maximum. It's a fantastic vehicle. It's top technology with a V8 electrified, a hybrid solution. So it's a very powerful but also very efficient vehicle. It's an understatement vehicle. It's very functional, and it's very sexy.